Okay, Virgo. So for June, and I'll pull some clarifiers if I need to, but for sure, I'm seeing things are, the original spread I did, I asked for whatever energies to come through. So this is going to overlap. It's going to feel like love, general, and finances. So don't, just take what works for you and like leave the rest, but don't get too hung up on, I'm not experiencing that, but I'm experiencing that. It's almost like there's going to be like 1,500 different reads in this read based on what storylines come through for you, if that makes sense at all. So your current energy right now, some of you guys are married, but for sure some of you guys are in a situation where there's financial security. There's definitely a feeling of abundance, just security. I think the home situation, your home life is feeling pretty stable. It's feeling pretty good. If you're not already in a solid marriage, you're at least, some of you are in a solid relationship, which is interesting because what's crossing you is the Nine of Pentacles. So a couple of things this means. One is that some of you guys are in a stable, steady relationship and you're loving it, but you also kind of miss the good old days when you were Nasty Nelly and you were like, I love being single because I didn't have to worry about anyone but myself. I took care of myself. I was independent. I listened to Beyonce all day long and I was just an independent woman doing my thing. And I didn't have any other responsibilities other than just checking on myself. And so currently a lot of you guys are in a situation where you're like, I actually am in a situation where I'm checking on everybody to make sure everybody's feeling good and they're healthy, they're fed, and I don't mind it. I like it. But sometimes you have this challenge energy. Now, for others of you, it could just mean that either you or your partner lost a job or lost a source of income or something happened. There's a reduction here. It goes from 10 to 9. And so I think that maybe for a lot of you guys in June, the energy is that of, all right, look, we need a budget. We can't have date night anymore. We can't do something that we used to do. I know that you're super used to getting your eyebrows done and threaded. And I know you're really into your acai bowls, but we can't do that anymore because acai bowls are $7.50 at the health food store, and we can't get those anymore. So are you on board with that? And so there's a feeling of just a reduction. It's not really bad, you guys. It's not bad at all. So that's like the general feeling that I'm getting from a lot of you guys. Now, this is all happening because I think that one or two of you holds a vital step in contemplation. Either somebody has to leave a situation or is just physically exhausted or worn down and is taking a break and can't actually physically work right now or get out and do something or make any moves. Or maybe you're just someone is just like over trying right now. And it's not like the worst thing. You are human. You're not a robot. So if you or someone in your life has to take a break and that is causing a reduction of coinage coming in, that flow coming in, that's okay. That's okay. Now, the issue I see here is that because of this, in the recent past, I think that there is maybe a postponement of a relationship's leveling up. There's a postponement of a wedding, a marriage. There's a postponement of maybe school or education. There's a postponement. Something is holding it back. Otherwise, some of you guys who are in this relationship, maybe you're seeing your partner or yourself not trying hard enough in the relationship, and you're seeing the success that you guys could have together actually fading away slowly, like you saw a reduction in some way, shape, or form. And that's causing reservation. That reservation is causing some of you guys in the recent past to start questioning, maybe we don't have to get married. Maybe we don't actually have to pursue this relationship any further. Or, I don't know if I want kids. Like there's a something like that. It's a feeling like that. Like, do we need all that? Do we need all that? And that conversation has happened in the recent past. Now, because of that conversation, a possible outcome of the happenings here is that there's a feeling of, sadness, obviously, rejection, not rejection, sorry, just a general feeling of, that's a bummer. Do you know what I mean? Like, just, that's a bummer. This isn't going to work out. Or that's a bummer. I don't know if we're going to make each other that happy or if I'm that happy. And this is temporary energy. This isn't anything major. This is something that you can overcome. Okay. So it's almost like this is a state of, the 5 is like strategizing. So it's kind of like you and your partner kind of saying, look, this sucks. We both know it sucks. How do we make it better? Because there's always, the thing is though, when it's right side up, I can say the 2 of Cups there's a bit of hope there. But because it's like this is the part where either you or your partner needs to tell the other one, or the situation you're dealing with, whatever the situation is, whoever you're dealing with, someone needs to say, hey, you need to get over it. We can't move forward until you get over it. Because this is just like nonstop misery. Like, just someone has to get over it. And that is, I think, something that's going to happen in the very near future. That's a possible outcome if that conversation has. Now, what's going to happen in the near future for you guys is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. The 2 of Pentacles in reverse is telling me that come hell or high water, either you or your partner or some sort of entity that you're dealing with is going to let it go. Is going to let something go. They're just going to it's not as if you have to make a decision. It's like the trash took itself out kind of energy. So it's like someone that you're dealing with, you or someone is just going to take care of it, is just going to absolutely let something go. They're going to drop it. They'll, I think, get over it is what I think. Someone's just going to get over the situation so that you guys can move forward. And that the situation I'm talking about is that energy right there. So the situation is saying that because something gets dropped, because something is not necessarily swept under the rug, but just kind of ignored, and everyone just sort of quietly hopes that it gets better, and energy is just like dropped. Because of that, and it is going to be better temporarily, you've got the World card in reverse. That means it's not over. That means this conversation is going to happen again. It means that, the problem is not solved because people just decided to either be in misery and stay in misery, and then other people decided, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let something go and just not talk about it and just keep it moving. So it's not over yet. Now, the environment is basically you. This is the Hermit card. That's you coming out of a time of deep thinking, prayer, meditation, whatever that means to you. Coming out of a time where you were actually being quite introspective and looking at your own flaws and faults, and maybe how you were negatively contributing to a situation, because you want to take ownership. You're the kind of person who owns your shit. Like, if you fucked up in any way, you will own it right there. And that's what's great about Virgo, is you're going to say, look, however I fucked up, whatever I did, I own my shit. I messed up. Here's what I messed up. And let's discuss. And that's going to be greatly appreciated, I think. And so, because if you can see it, that light, that's you, that little star, that's the issue of your self issue that you're thinking of focusing in on, and like being introspective and trying to work on. That's how Virgos roll. You guys are pretty, steady dudes. And so you're able to figure out what's wrong, work on it, make it better. And if that's something from within, that's something that you need to fix so that you can be a better person in a relationship or, co-working relationship, whatever that is, you'll do it. And that's rad about you. And guess what? By the end of June, you get the Ace of Wands. So there is a brand new, the universe says, great, you leveled up, good job. You worked on your shit, you tried, you stuck by this individual or this situation, you didn't give up. Here's your prize. So the Ace of Wands is saying you get a brand new beginning, a brand new start at the end of June. And this is going to be super duper invigorating. It's going to be super exciting. You're going to have like a burst of energy. Now, this could be with a relationship. This could be with a work environment, your home life. You can do away with the 9 and get back to your 10. It could be a variety of things for you guys. This is general. But the Ace of Wands overall is a fantastic card to get, especially after you've been through a few things. So yes, you're going to be super stoked. You're going to have like an invigoration of energy, and you're just going to be like, I can't wait to burst out of these doors. I am going to just handle my business, whatever that is, and I'm going to be a fucking rock star about it. And what's great is the overall outcome is the 4 of Cups. So it seems to me that someone or something, whether a job or a person or relationship or situation, whatever that is, whatever rejection you felt will be turned around. It seems as if where you were once bored, unhappy, feeling rejected, feeling at a loss, feeling closed out. That energy is no more by the end of June. By the end of June, the outside, the external entity, and even if it's yourself, you're being too hard on yourself about a situation, you weren't feeling like happy about a situation, your spirit will completely turn around with the help of this Ace of Wands. You're going to be happy again. You're going to be pushing forward again about something. I think that if you felt like you were up for a job, you didn't get it, they're going to change their mind. They're going to say, yeah, you got the job. Sorry about that. You know, we sent the wrong rejection letter to someone else. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's really going to be good by the end of June. Brand new start to everything. Things are really looking good for you. You got to let go of, if some of you guys are in a steady relationship, some of you guys want to be single. That's another storyline. Some of you guys actually are like, I want to be single. I was happier when I was single. How do I break up with this person? And then you break up with someone, but then you feel sad about it. But then eventually that person and you are like, well, it's fine. It's worked out. It's worked out. So I do, but then with the World card in reverse, it's saying that it won't be really totally over. But that's definitely what I'm seeing for some of you guys who are in a relationship looking to get out. You do want to be single. Someone is leaving a marriage, an institution, a relationship. That is very, actually, I gave you guys a big general like feel overview, but if I'm going to break it down for a relationship, some of you guys are getting a divorce. Some of you guys are going to be single, ready to mingle. Some of you guys, and then someone's going to have their heart broken. Someone's going to be sad. You might be feeling like you regret the decision you made. If you left a marriage or relationship, you might be feeling like, what did I just do? That was crazy of me. And the relationship will be no more. And then, of course, there's the regret, the post-breakup regret, you know. So the final card is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's telling me that just generally overall for Virgos in the month of June, whatever you were going through, and it's a circle, you guys. So whether it's right side up or this way up, all it's saying is that the wheel is turning. So if you were going through a bad situation, expect that your luck will change and you will start receiving great, awesome, amazing luck. And you are going to be like, I'm crushing it all left and right, boobity boobity boo. If you guys have been going through some good stuff, you know, you're going to have hit some snags. You're going to have a couple of hiccups coming through for you, but not anything terrible. I don't think the hiccups are anything other than a change of plan, a tiny change of plan, you know? And by tiny change of plan, I do mean something as small as, look, you were told you're going to work 4 days a week. We actually need you 5 days a week. So something like that for some of you guys. But yeah, I think you are going to be hearing back from someone or something from the past that once rejected you or made you feel as if you were inadequate. And now you are going to get the answer that you were hoping for from somebody, whatever that means to any of you guys. So I'm sorry if this was entirely too general. This wasn't a love reading. This was just your June energies coming through, June